pecans and carrots and apples. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Hey there, I'm Cast Iron Katie. I'm Cast Iron Katie. Doesn't that make a nice sound? Stove. Just a moment. So good. Hi there, I'm Cast Iron Katie. And in this video, I'm going to make a fall recipe, but I'm going to make carrot cake today. I have my 5-quart Dutch oven here. We're going to start with the pecans by toasting them. So first things first is we're going to the coals. Okay, it's now 14 minutes since we put these on. Let's see if they're toasted at all. Let's see here. Yeah, have a good crunch on the outside of them. Not overly dark. They're getting there. While the pecans are toasting up, we'll get our cake going. We'll start by whisking together our wet ingredients. Our wet ingredients are 1.5 cups of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup white granulated sugar, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 4 eggs, 3/4 cup of applesauce. I didn't have applesauce, so I just put a couple apples in my Ninja blender. It blended up pretty good. And then we have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We'll whisk the wet ingredients all together until there's no more lumps of brown sugar. Okay, that's pretty smooth. Moving on to our dry ingredients. The dry ingredients are 2.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Mix that up just a little bit till it's all kind of blended together. Now we will pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. This is 2 cups of carrots. I grated them with a cheese grater. Alright. I've prepared some Dutch oven liners with some cooking spray and parchment paper. So we'll fill a couple of those up. Let's put a little spacer in here. And one of our cakes. Alright, let's go over to the hot coals. We're going to come back in 10 minutes and we will rotate the oven, the lid, and then we'll come back in another 10 minutes and start checking on the cake. 10 minutes has passed since we put the Dutch ovens on the coals. We're going to rotate them to try to avoid any hot spots. Just turn it 1/4 to 1/2 turn. While I'm waiting on those cakes to bake, I'm going to go ahead and mix up the frosting. We have a block of cream cheese and a 1/2 cup butter. I'm going to blend that together for a couple minutes and then start adding some ingredients. I'm going to add a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. There we go. I'd say that's 1.5 teaspoons. Then a pinch of salt. I'm going to assume a literal pinch. A little bit of milk. It's supposed to be a tablespoon. And now we will add confectioners sugar, powdered sugar. The cakes have been on the coals for 40 minutes. It smells amazing out here. So, check on the top one. Oh, excellent. The cake's cooled overnight in a refrigerator. That came right out, so that's cool. I'm going to put some frosting in between the 2 layers of cake. And I put the cake in the refrigerator so that the icing would firm up a little bit. And it's looking good now. It was looking a little drippy as far as the icing, but firmed up real nice. So now we're putting the pecans on. It'll cover up any imperfections or anything that's in your frosting. It looks pretty cool too. So there's my completed carrot cake. Look at that fantastic cake. Nothing screams fall other than pecans and carrots and apples. Oh, that turned out beautiful. The completed cake is fantastic. It is very hearty with the bits of the carrot. Can you see carrot? Carrot and the pecans. And I know that there's a couple apples in there. I mean, it does have a cup of oil and a stick of butter and a block of cream cheese in it. But it's a very hearty looking cake. And all of the spices, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, they are just really coming through in the flavors. And the cake is not as sweet, which is really good with the super sweet frosting. This is an excellent cake. This is a very good recipe that I found. Give it a whirl. See what you come up with in your Dutch oven. This is Cast Iron Katie. Thanks so much for watching. Firmed up real nice. Now we're going to put on the Come on, dude. Just do the other 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Dude, I know there's one more in there. So now we're putting the pecans on. This is Cast Iron Katie. Thanks so much for watching. There's
people.